final? What are we thinking?
Oh, I think just excitement. I think there's just a bit of buzz and energy around, and the opportunity to play in front of our home fans. We'll find out who our opponent is after tonight. But yeah, look, I think just that overriding emotion is just that anticipation and excitement about the opportunity that presents itself.
What did you make of the last game with that weighting and that time? It was pretty incredible, wasn't it?
Oh, he played wonderfully well, didn't he? I think we identified some opportunities where we could have been a bit sharper. I think certainly with the ball and in the field, particularly. I thought our run chase, we gave it a good chance. Just fell a little bit short, but full credit to the lads. We found ourselves in, I suppose on the receiving end of some pretty good batting, and the way we went about it and got that close. Yeah, I was really proud of the lads.
Is there any time you run, Diz? Form-wise, do you feel like as a squad you have to time your run?
I think we've played some pretty good cricket, Theo, to be honest. And although we lost the other night, it's never nice to lose. But I think the positives were that we were able to get so close to quite an imposing total. As I just said, we do need to sharpen up on a couple of things. But I think overall in the tournament, I think we've shown signs of improvement. We've learnt from our mistakes, and that's been a massive positive for me.
What's the difference in mindset and approach going to be, knowing that a mistake here costs you the whole season?
Oh, we just have to focus on what we can and what we can control. If we're thinking about results, we're worrying about things that are in the future that haven't actually happened yet. So if we just focus on what we need to do in that moment, and we nail those moments and keep doing that, then hopefully the scoreboard will look after itself, mate.
Players are sort of experienced in many situations, and guys have been in this tournament for a number of seasons now. Is there a little bit of sort of added pressure that gets to them individually with the sort of finality of what can happen?
Oh, I think you'd have to ask them, Theo. But we'll simply focus on the task at hand and what we need to do individually to get the job done, and what will allow that to happen. So, for us, it's about focusing on that. We can't control the past. The future hasn't happened yet. So if we just stay in the moment, stay in the present, make sure we implement our skills and implement those plans as best we can, and that'll give us the best chance of finishing on the right side of the ledger.
Is there anything you can do to improve the fielding at this stage, or is it just a mentality thing when the guys go out there?
The fielding is an attitude, and look, players drop catches. Players are going to miss field. All I ask is that lads give it their best and attack the ball, and because the lads do a lot of preparation, so there's no issue there. They work really hard at their fielding, but it's just that mindset, that attitude, and taking that positive option in the field, because it's such a fast game. You can't sit back and hang back. You need to be attacking the ball, and sometimes look, mistakes can happen. But look, as I said, I'm really proud of the lads, how they go about it. Yes, we're going to have some ups and downs, but overall, just that pride there, what these lads have achieved so far, and what the potential is there. And come Saturday, what may be. Either way, I'm very proud of how the lads have been playing. But look, we're confident we can put on a good show on Saturday. Not sure who our opponent's going to be, but look, whoever we play, we know we're going to have to play really well, because this tournament, as we've seen with all results so far in the tournament, anyone on their day can beat an opposition team. So we know we have to be at our best to compete with whoever we play against.
Have you got a preference?
No preference. No, look, we're just focused on what we need to do, and we'll do our prep, knowing who we play, by tonight. So we'll be able to get really specific with our prep tomorrow and be ready to go Saturday.
Is there an element of sort of keeping the squad together? Like in the past, teams have lost international players at the back end of the season. The fact that you've got the same group, is that a bonus?
Yeah, I think in an ideal world, Rambo, you want to keep the squad as consistent as possible, and the opportunity to have Salty and Rash for the whole tournament was a massive carrot. To be honest, I know teams have had some comings and goings, and look, that happens because when you have international players, commitments come up, and we all understand that, we all appreciate that. But I suppose it's been, for us, we like the fact that we've got two overseas players from the start of the tournament all the way through to the end.
What about the chance to freshen up? Like you had 3 games in 5 days, including a trip to Perth. Has these
Yep.
few days off been a real godsend?
Yeah, absolutely. So, this is our first training session since our last game. So, we'll train. We'll have a good session today. We'll have a top up tomorrow, and be ready, fresh to go Saturday. I think the 3 days off, I think, has been a world of good for all the players. So, there's a bit of buzz and activity in the dressing room at the moment. Lads are pretty excited to get stuck in, and really looking forward to it.
What they all do? They just go home for a couple of days, the interstate.
A couple of lads went home. I think a couple of lads just took the opportunity to rest up and go to the beach and just unwind a little bit and just get away from the cricket for a little while. But look, everyone's fresh, ready to go, and that was part of the reason we wanted to have a little extended break here leading into this game on Saturday. Just wanted to freshen the lads up as much as we could.
They're forecasting torrential rain and thunderstorms on Saturday. Does that change your approach to the game or your tactics heading into it?
Well, unfortunately, I'm not a broadcaster or weather broadcaster, so weatherman. So look, we take that on board. We understand that, but look, we can't control it. So we just have to wait on the day and see what happens. And will that affect the makeup of our team? I don't know. We'll have to wait on the day. We'll sort of put a couple of plans in place. But we'll just have to wait and see. I'm hopeful that the weather will be right because I think everyone wants to see a game, and we certainly want to play a game, and love to progress, having played a game.
Does the Duckworth-Lewis method work in T20?
Look, I don't know. I'm not really a numbers man, Josh, to be honest. But look, there seems to be a preference among teams to want to chase with the Duckworth-Lewis. So look into that however you want. But look, it's quite a complicated mathematical equations, isn't it? So I leave that to the experts, mate.
How did you handle events like this as a player in terms of matches of such significance? World Cup semi-finals, finals. How did you handle them as a player?
I've never played a World Cup semi-final.
You're around the squad, you play with blokes that,
Look, I think again it comes down to what the task is at hand, and for me, I personally as a player, I always felt I could prepare myself really well mentally if I did everything I could do. So, because you can't do any more than do everything you can. So that for me was really good. So. But look, every player's different, and as a coach and as a coaching staff, it's our job to cater for the different individuals and what they need specifically to get ready for a game. So as I said, everyone's different. Everyone handles things differently. But I'm a big believer in just prepare well, give yourself the best chance, and then just go out there with a clear mind and implement your plans as best you can.
Can you draw much from the finals campaign a couple of years ago? Has the squad changed too much?
The squad hasn't changed a lot. We've got a couple of different faces, but ultimately it's a very similar squad. Look, that was great fun. That was a great campaign, but that's in the past, mate. And you just can't score runs and take wickets in the past, unfortunately. So we have to focus on what's happening now, and we're going to have. Whichever opponent we have on Saturday is going to be a really, really good challenge, and we know we're going to have to be at our very best to compete with them. So, it's very exciting, and we all can't wait.
If you win and you go through to the game next Thursday, the guys who were supposed to play in that Sunday bushfire match, are they still going to take an active part, or do they get wrapped in cotton wool?
No, I think they should be fine. What a wonderful cause it is. I know the lads are keen to play that, but we'll certainly monitor players after Saturday and make sure everyone's okay. But look, we'll cross that bridge, if and when we come to that.